Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss the histology of the lymph node. In the lymph node, as you know, this is a very important part of the lymphoid tissue. And here we have some following parts. From outside, firstly, you will draw the capsule, which is connective tissue capsule, and you know the capsule is of dense irregular connective tissue type. So after the capsule, just beneath it, there will be the subcapsular sinus. This subcapsular sinus have the efferent lymphatics and it is continuous with the cortical sinuses. Then we comes to the major part of the lymph node, which are the cortex and medulla. The cortex is further divided into two parts, the superficial cortex, which is also known as the nodular cortex, and the deep cortex, which is called the paracortex. So this superficial or the nodular cortex, as you can see, have the lymphatic nodules. Here you can appreciate two types of nodules. These are the primary lymphatic nodules and these are the secondary lymphatic nodules. What is the difference between these two nodules? As you can see, in the primary lymphatic nodules, there is no germinal center. But in the secondary lymphatic nodule, there is a light staining area in the center, which is known as the germinal center. Then comes the paracortex or the deep cortex. In the deep cortex, you will find the high endothelial venules. Here you will find most of the T lymphocytes. And the high endothelial venules, which is the important feature of the paracortex, these are lined by the simple cuboidal or the columnar epithelium. And this paracortex, the part of the paracortex which has the high endothelial venules, it allows the migration of lymphocytes from the bloodstream into the paracortex. 90% lymphocytes enter into the lymph node through this paracortex, and B lymphocytes will move to the superficial cortex while the T lymphocytes will remain in the paracortex. Then after the cortex comes the medulla. In the medulla, you will the trabeculae, all the connective tissue trabeculae which were coming from the capsule and dividing the cortex into irregular compartments. Now these trabeculae will become branched and fuse with the connective tissue of the hilum. And now I will appreciate two things in the medulla: medullary cords and the medullary sinuses. Firstly, the medullary cords. What are these? These are the irregular anastomosing cords. These are the irregular anastomosing cords. What is the composition of them? They have the B lymphocytes, plasma cells, which reside in the reticular fibers and the reticular cells. Then we have these are the medullary sinuses. Medullary sinuses are the lymphatic sinuses which intervene between the medullary cords and the medullary trabeculae. You can appreciate these are the medullary sinuses between these medullary cords. This is the hilum. In the hilum, as you know, this is a site where the blood vessels and the lymphatics enter or leave. So you will draw the blood vessels and the efferent lymphatic vessels. And you will also draw some adipose tissue here. So we discussed the lymph node under subheadings: capsule, connective tissue capsule, cortex with two parts, nodular cortex and the deep cortex. Then we have the medulla, in which we have the medullary cords and the sinuses, then hilum. I hope you understand. Thank you.